The one supplement you need daily for a youthful face, and you're probably taking it wrong. Are you tired of looking in the mirror and seeing a face that looks older than you feel? It's not just about wrinkles and fine lines. As we age, our bone structure changes. Our cheeks, jawline, and even our temples lose volume. This subtle shift can make us look older than we really are. But what if I told you there's a simple supplement duo that can help support your bones, keep them strong, and maintain that youthful shape to your face? The catch? Most people aren't taking it right. In this video, I'll reveal the one supplement combo you need to be taking and how you're probably messing it up. Stick around until the end because I'll also share a surprising tip to stimulate bone growth in your face. This could change everything about how you age. The truth behind facial aging. You see, most people focus on skincare, thinking that's where the solution lies for aging. But here's the truth. As you age, your bones begin to shrink. Yes, the bones in your face. That means your cheekbones, your jawline, your eye sockets, all of it starts to shrink, causing your face to look sunken and hollow. It starts as early as your late 20s, and by the time you're 40, you must have lost up to 10% of facial bone structure. This phenomenon is known as the concertina effect, where your face starts to collapse like an accordion. And trust me, no amount of cream or filler can fix this. But don't worry, I'm not gonna leave you hanging. I've got a solution for this. That's why some women in their 60s still have gorgeous high cheekbones and defined jawlines, while others look like their face is melting. The difference? They're protecting their bones with the right combination of nutrients, and I'll tell you all about it in just a moment. But before we dive into the supplemental duo, let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to age gracefully while others struggle to maintain their youthful appearance? Answer lies in the way they take care of their bones. And trust me, it's not just about popping a pill. There's a right way and a wrong way to do it. Stick around because I'll reveal the big mistake most people make when trying to support their bone health. The big mistake. You've probably heard vitamin D is important for bones, but here's where most people go wrong. They take vitamin D3 for stronger bones, but they forget about vitamin K2. Without K2, D3 just doesn't work as effectively. In fact, taking vitamin D by itself might actually be making things worse. Taking D3 without K2 means you're not directing calcium to your bones. Instead of strengthening your bones, that calcium could be hardening in your arteries, making your skin look dull and doing nothing to stop your face from shrinking. The ideal way to take these two is together, D3 with K2. Vitamin D brings calcium into your bloodstream, and K2 makes sure it goes exactly where you need it. Your bones, not your arteries. But wait, there's more, because you're still missing one crucial ingredient. The missing ingredient? Magnesium. Without magnesium, your body can't activate the enzymes it needs to properly utilize both D3 and K2. In other words, you could be taking all the right supplements, but they won't work unless you have enough magnesium in your system. Magnesium also plays a key role in bone health. So not only does it help D3 and K2 work properly, but it also supports your bones directly. So how do you take these supplements? Here's the best dosage. 5,000 units of vitamin D3, 1 to 200 micrograms of vitamin K2 as MK7, and 200 to 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate. Sounds simple, but here's the twist. The time of day you take these supplements actually matters. Your body processes vitamin D most efficiently in the morning, just like how we really make vitamin D from morning sunlight. Taking it at night can disrupt your sleep because vitamin D affects melatonin production. And here's another little known tip. If you're taking K2 as MK7, it works best when taken with fermented foods like yogurt and sauerkraut. The probiotics help activate the K2 and improve its absorption. And by the way, did you know that your facial bones respond to pressure just like the bones in the rest of your body? That's why people who chew tough foods their whole lives often have stronger jawlines. You can actually stimulate bone growth in your face through simple facial exercises, like chewing gum, the sugar-free kind of course, for 10 minutes a day or doing facial yoga. There's also an unexpected connection between your gut health and how well these supplements work. If you ever taken vitamin D and not noticed any difference, it might be because your gut bacteria aren't converting it properly. About 30% of people have gut bacteria that interfere with vitamin D absorption. Eating prebiotic foods like garlic, onions, and asparagus can help create the right gut environment to get the most from your supplements. When you take all these things into consideration, you're giving your body everything it needs to preserve your bones and, yes, your face over time. But here's a critical point. You need to start early. Don't wait until you start seeing visible signs of aging. Let me explain why. Facial bone loss begins in your late 20s, and by the time you're in your 30s, your bone density starts to decline. And when you hit your 40s, it's already showing up on your face. But you don't have to let it get worse. By starting your D3, K2, and magnesium regimen early, you can slow down the aging process and maintain your bone structure before it starts to shrink. It's much easier to maintain what you have than try to restore it later. Now, if you're thinking, I eat healthy, I shouldn't need supplements, here's something fascinating. Even if you're eating plenty of vitamin K2 foods like grass-fed butter or egg yolks, modern farming practices have dramatically reduced the amount of these nutrients in our food. That organic spinach your grandmother ate had 8 times more magnesium than what you're buying today. That's why even with a perfect diet, supplementation makes a difference. Once you start taking them regularly, the results can be incredible. One study showed women with optimal vitamin D levels had 30% less bone loss in their jaw, meaning better definition and less sagging. Another clinical trial found that proper K2 supplementation could improve arterial flexibility by up to 12% in just 3 months. This means better circulation, which translates to that coveted glow we all want, plus reduced risk of cardiovascular issues. Imagine this, not just looking younger in photos, but actually feeling more vibrant every day. Your rings fitting better because your fingers aren't swelling as much. Your favorite lipstick applying more smoothly because your lips aren't thinning. The sharp jawline you thought was gone forever slowly reappearing in the mirror. This isn't magic, it's science, giving your body what it needs to age gracefully. But this is just the beginning, because while strong bones create the foundation for a youthful face, there's another factor that ages you even faster than bone loss. It's something you probably consume every day without realizing it. When you eliminate it, your skin tightens, dark spots fade, and your whole face looks brighter almost overnight. If you want to discover the hidden culprit and learn how to reverse its effects, click on the video on your screen right now titled, "What Happens When You Quit Sugar for 30 Days?" Trust me, you don't want to miss this. I'll see you there.